first tourists to visit the New World were the explorers. They came here not to travel, but to discover.
I'm Christopher Columbus. I discovered America.
I am Ferdinand Magellan. I discovered the route around Cape Horn.
I am Ponce Leon. I discovered the Fountain of Youth.
Well, how come you look like that?
Don't drink the water.
It is, however, in Venice that we meet the man whom scholars consider the greatest traveler who ever lived, the indefatigable Marco Polo.
Welcome home, Marco Polo. After 4 years, welcome back to Venice.
Thank you, Your Serene Highness.
And how far have you journeyed this time?
7,000 leagues, magnificence.
7,000 leagues. And what have you brought me?
Culinary treasures from fabled Cathay. Exotic delicacies from the land of Kublai Khan, never seen before. A new substance called rice. These tiny grains are steamed and eaten with little sticks. Sprouts of beans, pods of peas, shoots of bamboo mixed and cooked lightly with the juice of a bean called the soya. Little ribs covered with a special sauce which is at the same time sweet and sour.
Did you remember the plum sauce and the hot mustard?
I'll be right back.
And a Coke.
It'll have to be from the fountain.
That was ridiculous.
An hour later, you'll find it even more ridiculous.
Marco Polo was one of the first travelers to actually record his adventures in a book. Since then, there have been hundreds of literary masterpieces dealing with the theme of travel.
We're going to hear from our wives on that one.
As well as books, there have been many motion pictures about travel. Some have won Academy Awards.
You!
Yes, sir.
Are you officer of the day?
Yes, sir.
What's the meaning of this?
Oh, sorry, sir.
That's better.
And there's a hot rumor that there may be an Academy Award for this soon-to-be-released Hollywood drama of the skies.
Conglomerated Merger Productions, a division of Global Dog Foods Corporation, presents A Flight of Flight 999. This is Flight 999, non-stop from New York to Zurich. On board, a crew of 10, 850 bottles of duty-free scotch, and 179 of the greatest weirdos ever to pass through a weapons detector. Sophia Lasagna, the one-time sex queen of European movies whose bikini-clad figure drove film fans wild. Now trying too late to grasp true happiness, but grasping only too much vino. Kurt von Mieskite, war criminal, sadist, Goering's bridge partner, a remorseless brute who would not hesitate to publish his memoirs. Teenage rock star David Acne, idol of a million teeny boppers, accompanied by the president of his fan club. Ali Ben Kishmir, richest man in the world, and yet all his wealth cannot protect him from the heartbreak of psoriasis. Istvan Rasumovsky, the lonely and embittered second violinist, spurned by his wife, humiliated by the critics, rejected by the Diners Club. His hobby, explosives. Stewardess Jane Wonderbra, 110 pounds of false eyelashes. Will she take over the controls and guide the giant jetliner to a safe landing, or will she serve lunch while the captain does it? And Haley Arthur, world-famous novelist, studying his fellow passengers and writing it all down. The yearnings, passions, hatreds that boil and churn in the crucible of truth that is Flight 999, and waiting for the inevitable dramatic climax that is bound to happen when people such as these are thrown together.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. We have landed at Zurich. Thank you for flying with us, and we hope you've enjoyed your flight.
Yes, that's the flight of Flight 999. Dull, dull, dull. We'll be back in a moment with part 2 of Travel and the Tourist.